All right, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2013 mod. Now, if you remember last time that we saw a clip of Lara Croft herself with her own mates, and also where we saw the boat that was been split in half last time, and a couple of things that Lara was in a lot of trouble with, like where she was tied upside down from the start of the game, and where you had to get her to fall down by nudging herself from some sort of cloth or some sort of meat or something, whatever it is, for it to be burnt. And basically she fell down with a bit of a spiky little thing standing up last time. And also we grabbed a bag of Sam's that had a radio and a recorder, and also she had a matchbox to light a camp, which was this little thing right here. And also there was some bits and pieces that we had to deal with as well. And also we saw myself kill a deer, which is somewhere around over here, which is where I am. And also when I did kill the deer, you heard Roth's no, before I killed a deer, I grabbed a bow and arrow with a guy that was dead dangling upside down, where I said on my last recording there was a glitch about that if you're a first time player and you've never played it before, and Lara will just fall off a tree trunk, which is where the bow was tied up in a guy that was tied upside down. And I grabbed that and basically killed a deer. But before I did kill a deer, you heard Roth's voice saying, best technique, all you need to do is focus with the accuracy of your bow, which was what he was on about. And also when I killed a deer with the bow, I grabbed a skill point. Now on the left hand side of my screen you'll find a number 1 with skill points laid against to it, and also below that there is salvage with a shape of a nut or a screw or something, but I guess it's a nut because you need a nut to screw things together with a nice tool to do it with. And we ended up in an area on the right hand side, as you can see on my screen, where it will say COASTAL, whatever that spells, and forest is part of it, which is where we are, and it's on 3%. That's below the word with the forest in there. As well as below there is a couple of things around of the list, which are to do with things you're going to have to find, basically. And also this bit is a map, a good nice map. As well as, speaking about maps, this green bit is basically your island that you're in. And on the right hand side we'll see another picture of a mountain that will say LACATION, whatever that spells, and it will say unknown. Basically allows you to say, basically, I've got no idea what this location is. So basically it is location unknown. Should have said that in the first place, but oh well. Live and learn, don't you? Okay. Also, with this bit right here, it's grey instead of very dark at the other end, which allows you to know that you've been around the area before. As you can see now, this bit is more whiter than any of the other bits around this area. As you can see, this is more white or grey colour, but when you come to it, this will go a bit more whiter. Now, this is one path where you'll start, which is right over here on my first recording I did. And as I use L3, you'll see a little shape of a square or a shape of an X. And as I'm using L3, I'm pushing it across. Now that is the path that you're heading, and as well as where you've been and moved on to go all the way around it and down it and all the way around and around and around into this area, which is where we'll be. And also on the list of the right picture is what I was going to continue on. So I said there's 3 camps, which is what you're going to have to find, and the next one down, which is to do with documents, and you're going to have to find 5 of these documents around the area. Okay, and they are books, shape of a book. All right, the next one down is like a whiskey glass shape, but it's called relics, and they're relics that you're going to grab hold of. But there's 5 of them you're going to have to grab hold of. Nope, 3 of them, sorry. You're going to have to grab 3 of them. And the next one down is GPS caches. Now you're going to have to grab 5 of them. There we go. Read the numbers wrong. Okay, right, so the GPS's caches, you're going to have to grab 5 of them. And also, when you grab every single one of those on Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3 of the old classic Tomb Raider games, which is on a PS2, that was done a few years back, and you'd have heard Lara to say, aha. So that means that every map of the locations that's around the places, you can have to grab every single one of them for Lara to say, aha. All right, so you can have to do that. Right, the next one down is tombs. Now, with the tombs, there are 1 in this map, but with the rest of the maps I've been through, there is absolutely nothing like that. Okay, so the rest of them will have locations of different things that you're going to have to find. Now, with the tombs, there's 1 of these, and of course, when you complete one, there's a couple of special things that you'll grab hold of. I'll get to those in very good time. Also, the next one down, you're going to have to find 1 special map that is Treasture, whatever that spells, but I'm going to say it's just a map for now. Right, so you're going to have to grab 1 of those, and now every time when you pick that up, or any of those, it will allow you to find things much easier. Alright, excuse me, I think that might be another one. Yep, I was right. Okay, and the next one down is to do with a challenge. Now you're going to have to grab 10 of them, which is basically 1 at a time. Now, I'll explain to that right now. At the very start of the area that I am in, there'll be a thing that is dangling around by a tree trunk, and you're going to have to shoot 10 of them down. That's why it's got 10. All right, as well as I've got 0 at the minute, but there's a specific reason why I've done that. Okay, right, so here we are. This is where I end up killing a deer, but there's a deer there that's running away. Good choice, deer. Right, also the way I'm using my bow is L2, which is what you want to do for your accuracy. All right, as you can see at the top right corner of my screen, it will have a number 6 written on it for you to see. All right, you'll find that. And R2 with the L2 allows you to fire your arrows. All right. Okay, so next of all, what you want to do is use your R3 nozzle and go up. Now at the top of the screen there, it says something about return to camp with your meat, as in your meat that you killed your deer with. All right. Right. Also, if you want some arrows, you can grab hold of them from here if you want. Also some arrows right there if you want them. And also, you'll find a plant right here you can grab hold of, which is like a food. So you can grab some apples or oranges, I'm pretty sure they're apples, if you want, which allows me to grab 10 XP right there. So the apples will be scattered around everywhere. So now what I'm going to do is continue on going to my camp. The only reason why I was going to the plant is to show you where that one was. And so we're going to move on with a couple of birds flying away. Look, they're flying away like they're terrified of me. Right, and this is where your camp is. And also, try and get Lara to stand in the right place. Oh, hang on. And what I mean by your challenge was, once Lara decides to stand up, right, and the challenge was basically about these things that are swinging around. You can knock down. All right, I'm not going to knock that one down. There's going to be a specific reason for that. Okay, so that's your challenge. To knock 10 of those down. When you knock that one down, that'll just give you 1 out of 10. All right. Right. Also, I'm going to go to camp now, which will pop up with skills in the middle of the screen for you to use one of them by pressing the X or A straight away to continue, as it says. Now, you'll find at the bottom of the screen where you'll find a shape of a mountain as well as a shape of a head symbol on there. And all it will say in the middle of the screen, it will say 0 out of 0 or just 0%. And now, with the skill point I've got, on the left hand side it will say number 1, because that's the only one you can grab hold of straight away. Right, now I'll explain the skill points right now. I'm going to start with the head to start off with. Right, now you have your first one, which is a head shape, but now as you can see, some of them at the bottom, because there's only 2, which is this one right here and this one right here, is unlocked for you to use. Alright, so the rest of them are locked on the head. Alright, now if I push L1, which you can use, or L2, nope, you can push L1 or R1, okay, if you want. I'm going to push L1 and move on to the next one. which is the shape of a mountain. So you can press circle or B to bring it up to this if you want, but it's up to you. You can just press the B and select it from this way with L3 and just keep pushing it left and right to do it that way, or you can just go into the head or whichever one and just push L1 or R1. Alright, so now if you can look at the bottom with the set of different ones there are, up above that it will say how many there are, and which will say 8 of them. Okay, and as I said, there's 2 that's unlocked, so the other 6 are locked. Now I'm going to move on to the other lot first of all by pressing L1 or R1, but I'm going to use L1 to switch it with all of these in here. Now there's 9 of these, but there are, as you can see, that there's 5 of them that are unlocked. So the rest of them are locked. Now, if you look on the left side of the screen, it will show you number 7 on there. And that'll allow you to know that you can buy 7 of them. Alright. And of course, when you buy 7 of them, some of the ones that's locked will be unlocked. Now I'm going to go through the ones that are unlocked to allow you know what they are and what they do. Alright, so I'm going to go to the head first for the first 2 that's on this page. Now, with this one right here, which is a shape of a head and something that's got a cross over the head a bit. Now this one allows you to have more time on your bow. So basically, with Lara's arms, to pull the string back, you might have 10 seconds or 15 seconds, but I'm going to say 10 for example. Okay, you have 10 seconds when you hold L2 and push R2 with the L2 that's been pushed in, and you hold that in, and when you're moving the very important R3 nozzle left and right, and when you're moving it around to try and go for a deer, and the deer starts to stand for a few seconds and you're just about to hold L2 in and the freaking thing runs away or just walks away for a few seconds while you're trying to get R2 already pushed in, and the time's ticking down with 8 seconds. It's going 7, 6, and he starts to run away and you're going 4, 3, 2, and he slowly runs off completely in the middle of nowhere, and that 1 second goes to 0. The string of Lara's hand will let go and it just goes ping straight away, and it might hit a bit of the tree trunk or whatever you're trying to aim at, especially if you're trying to aim at a deer, and the time ticks down and you're just hitting a bit of grass or whatever, it hits. So basically you want to use this one to grab some more time for Lara to hold that in even longer. Alright, so that's what that does. Next of all, this one is like a weighing scale kind of thing. Now this allows you to grab some more ammo capacity. It's exactly what Rise of the Tomb Raider game did. What I did with it was allow you to grab some more ammunition, which allows you to carry some more bullets or some more arrows. Now let me go to the arrows first, because I've got a bow. Now if you haven't selected this one, you'll only carry 20 arrows to fire. Alright, so if you want to use this one now, you can grab some more arrows to use if you wish, but I'm not going to select that because I'm going to move on to the next set of 5 of them, which is this one right here, which is like a bird or it's going to be a bird. Right, so this one, right, this one will allow you to find things even easier. So if you're trying to figure out where a skull thing that was tying around by the tree trunk that I showed you for your challenge, you want to push that. For you know you to just push L1 for a yellow bit of a colour to point out it's right here. Alright, to allow you to find your objects even easier. Alright, so you can use that if you want. This one here is basically your plants as well as your deers and some other animals that's around. Will allow you to grab some more XP to boost up your skill points even higher. Alright, okay, as you saw when I picked up that plant, it gave me 10, so you get some more instead of 10 on there if you want. Now this one is basically a box, not like on the other ones I did on my first recording, because that's nothing to do with it. Okay, this one allows you to grab some salvage, which I'll explain to you in good time. But you'll find some orange boxes as well as silver boxes. I'll get to those soon. So you'll grab some salvage to use for something that I'll explain to you in good time. Also, the next one along is basically some more salvage, which allows you to grab hold of from animals, like some deers that's around the place, or some birds, and you can grab some salvage from there, from that thing, if you selected it or not. And on this one, now, if you're a first time player and you fired some arrows and you've got only 6 to start off with when you pick up your bow, and you fired 4 arrows at a deer, and basically you won't be getting no arrows whatsoever. Alright, so you might use that to grab some arrows whenever you kill a deer with 3 arrows or even 4 arrows fired at him and he's dead. You might grab 2 of them, you might grab 3, you might grab 1, or you might grab all of them. Alright, but it depends on how the game wants to react. Alright, but as I played this a load of times, I don't have to select it because it will give me the arrows back, or how many it wants to give me. Alright, but I might pick it up, but I might not. Okay, so that's the only reason why I'm saying about that. If you're a first time player, that's how it works. Alright, right, so what I'm going to do is select this one to allow me to find the objects even easier. And there you can see a picture of a deer right there, which is in a certain strange colour, even though it should look a bit yellow, even though it's really dark and grey in the middle of the picture of the screen that you can see right there. Alright, but yeah, it'll do that, alright, by pushing L1. So you want to push that. Right, if you want to go back to the main pages, well, B or circle to do that. And now you'll see some other things in here, which I'll explain in good time, because there are 3 in total. And one is got your skill points. The middle one says unavailable, which you can't use, as well as the other one right at the very corner of the right hand side. Okay, so they're unknown, unavailable, so you can't use those. Right, now when you press the circle again, or B, you'll find this.
This is Conrad Roth, captain of the Endurance. We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle.
Roth,
Lara,
you're alive.
easy, easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach. Then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowdon? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Lara needs a radio on, don't she? What do you think? And also there's 150 XP built up straight away. Also, you can hear some music go off. Where's it coming from? As well as Lara herself saying about music. So, there you go. You saw Lara use radio and talking to Roth right there, which is exactly what Lara's got on her right back side of her hip, or her bottom, wherever it is, but I'm not going to go too far into that. Okay, right, also while I'm walking, is holding L3 up a little diddy bit. So if you want to make a walk like that, push it up a little diddy bit. Also, you want to push it just in the right place, because if you don't, she ain't going to flicking move. Alright, but if you want to make a run, keep that L3 nozzle up. Alright, as well as if you want to turn her around, push the R3 nozzle downwards, so she turns around. Also, to move the camera around, use R3 nozzle to do that. Right, so here we are, back into the same place before.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
It could be, there could be a person. Also this time, this door's open, so you can go through it. So grabbed another stick of a light fire there.
This could be a way through. Damn it.
And also the door's been slammed in. So you can't get out. But you're lucky there's a ladder right there. So you want to push the circle or B straight away. Because you can't go anywhere else apart from going back down over here instead. So keep pushing circle or B and just keep pushing it. Or you could just use L3 nozzle and just push it down and keep it there. But you're going to have to push it down once, but you can't because part of the ladder's broken. Alright, so that's why you can't go down with L3 pushed down even further. Alright, so you want to go this one out. And also there's a bit of bar there where Lara can just crawl underneath herself. But make sure you leave that L3 alone.
What am I doing?
Yeah, Lara, what are you doing? What do you reckon, everybody? What do you reckon she's doing? Right. Also,
Oh God, this is insane.
you've also got a door right here. A box right there that's orange. There's some nice music going on. I'm not sure if it's a good song. Also, there's a door right here as well, which needs an axe. Also, you've got an axe, but it's not really an axe,
Something to pry this open.
or no axe whatsoever. So you're going to have to grab an axe from somewhere. So, also there's a box right here. Now, also, oh, the TV's just about to fall asleep, and I'm not having that, so you're glad to see that go. Right, now this box is a relic, and that gives me 125 XP right there.
This traditional no mask represents a hateful woman in the guise of a demon.
Right, now then, this relic is something that you're going to have to do with. Now, on the left hand side, you'll see a shape of a magnifying glass. Now, with the relics is in boxes, which is the one I've opened up, which you'll find a fair load of those around the place and everywhere else. Now, when you see that magnifying glass pop up on the left hand side, you're going to have to turn the object around. Now, the way to do that is to use R3 nozzle to do that. Alright, so you want to turn it towards your left and leave it there. But if like, oh, right, the way you can tell you're close towards where it is, your controller will shake around a bit. As you can hear some sort of vibration going off. So that's telling you you're getting closer to finding it. Alright, so that's what that does. So you want to find it.
There are traces of white paint on the inside.
About
Whoever
here.
used this mask was of noble birth.
And also on the left hand side of the screen, there is a 10 XP boosted up straight away. So, like I say, once you leave it in the right place, which should be about here, and then Lara will read it as she said. So that'll be all done. So you can press circle or B straight away. Alright, and again. Now, with the box right here, which is an orange one, is not a relic, but it's just a normal box. Will allow you to grab some XP, which is giving me 10 of them. 10 for that. And also, another thing that's in your way, as you can see on my last recording, which means you're going to have to freaking get it out of your way. And way to do that is just burn it out of your way. And you can just stand it and don't worry about nothing else, because you won't die. So you'll be fine. As well as the volume's speaking up a bit more louder, which means you're getting closer towards the speakers of whatever thing's playing music. And it gets getting louder. And it's this big bloody thing in the middle of the screen somewhere. It's this bloody speaker. And also some sort of weapon, which is a knife, which is a prey axe, and 250 XP boosted up straight away. And also that meat on the table has obviously been chopped up with that knife, which someone's just left it in there. So you'll be able to use that now. And also you can rip this door open if you want by pressing that square or X, but I'm going to leave that because I'm just going to walk all the way around the other side towards this door, because that's the only door you want to use to move on. Also the stick of fire's gone down on the floor, because Lara can't use two hands, can she? Right, so she's picked it back up. That does it automatically, so you don't have to pick it up yourself. Alright. Okay, so now move on by pushing that R3 up and push it towards you right a bit, so Lara can do the right side. Also, it's slowly getting a bit more quiet because we're moving away from the speaker right there. But shame the speaker hasn't got any classic songs in there, like some Pink Floyd or some Beatles or David Bowie or Lady Gaga or a bit of Sabrina Carpenter or something. Yeah, that music's not really 1980s songs or in the 2000s, is there? Not something like Michael Jagger or something. Right, L3 nozzle, push it up again, or just press the A or X for Lara to just do some jumps like that. And now you can use L3 and push it up and push it towards the left, so Lara can go straight through it. And also, someone's talking, and 100 XP is boosted up straight away on the left hand side. And that's Sam talking right there. And if you look at the bottom screen, there's green, blue and yellow coloured writings. Now that's about several other people talking at once, so you know who's talking, who's not. Alright, so you had Reyes that was in green that's talking, or was, and on blue you had Sam and someone else. Who could it be? So push the L3 nozzle up. And now you'll find
Lara, you made it.
Sam right there.
Sam.
And that
It's okay. He's one of us.
is
Sorry if I
Matthias.
startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias.
Oh, Lara's definitely freaking out,
A
isn't she?
teacher by trade.
She's terrified. Oh, look,
Not
shaking his
really
hand,
cut
look.
out for island life, I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Just sit down. Yeah,
Sam here was just telling me about the Sun Queen.
right. Himiko.
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful. Legend says she had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to myths.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds of the battle, laying waste to all who opposed them. They say the sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond.
But what happened to her?
What's Lara doing?
Matthias? Sam! Sam!
So Sam's buggered off.
Shit!
And Matthias is buggered off. And that's the guy with the stick. And Lara's got her leg trapped. And you can hear something, can't you? What is it? It is some pack of wolves. So you're going to have to use your bow for this. And hold L2 first to get your accuracy ready. As you can see, your accuracy has gone grey. Now what you'll do is turn red, R2, and let go. And keep that L2 pushed in. And on your first wolf, you get 10 XP right there. And do exactly the same what you did on the first wolf. L2, R2, let go of R2. And there's another 10 XP boosted up for your second wolf. And also there's more. R2 again. And let go. With 110 XP this time.
Let go.
And that's Rose right there with a gun. And that's Jonah right there. In red.
I'm so glad you're here. Is Sam with you?
She was with you.
She was here with that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You got
And that's Grim right there.
We need to find them.
Wait. What about Raw?
That's Whitman.
Okay.
That's
split
Rose
up.
again.
One of us go with Laura and meet up with Raw. The rest of us should fan out and look for Sam.
I'll go with her.
And that's Alex.
No, let me.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Get to Rock. We'll find Sam and this Matthias guy.
And so that's all the people you'll meet.
You're gonna be okay?
Yes, I just need to rest for a few minutes.
So what happened to Lara was that she passed out. So she slowly pulled away to sleep. Which was not very good, was it?
You sit here. I'll check up ahead.
Okay.
So everybody's gonna wander away from Lara, right? That's not very nice, is it? Leaving Lara all on her own. And also, this time, on the left hand side, as you saw, there's another word popped up, which is basically another part of the place that we already have been in, which is the Coastal forest. So we have moved on a bit more. Alright, so it spreads out everywhere. Okay, so that's your map of just this one right here with all the things that has to be picked up. Alright, so that's what's there so far. Alright, now you'll find a camp, which is your second one that you can use if you need to, but also right here is something that is tied up. So basically you'll find something in a minute, but also over here is a box, which is what I was saying about salvage, which is in boxes. So you'll find these around. Alright, and also the other salvage is in these boxes with the yellowy orangey colour, which basically you can just, as you can see, a bit of white there, which allows you to burn it, which you can do if you want, but I'm not going to do that. But for this box, as you can see, shape of an axe again. Also, you grab the knife, remember, from the meat that's dangling on a left hip right there. You can, now let me explain this to you. Right, if you ever try to push the square or X, if you push it, Lara's using her hands. She ain't flicking using the axe. Why is she not using it? Look, if you keep pushing the X, if you keep pushing the X or square, it won't flicking do flicking nothing. What a waste. So you're gonna need something else for that. Right. Okay. Also, you've got some arrows right there if you want it. And also,
I don't like the sound of that.
We'll see, Whitman, we'll see. Right, so we've moved on. Right, so what you'll find is some trouble coming up, which way you can come across a bridge right here. Also, another plant right here if you want to grab hold of it. Just give me 10 XP once again. And as I've got 6 arrows at the top right corner, you'll see. You can grab some more arrows if you want from over here if you want. It's up to you. Also, you'll find some more arrows right here on the other side of the bridge. And also, you'll find something around here somewhere, which is another skull tied around here. Now, I'm going to hit this one, which allows me to have 10 XP with, on the right hand side, where you'll find a red number for my arrows, which will be meaning that you're running out. Alright, so when you see a red number of the arrows or whatever, then that means you have to grab some more. But you can grab them whenever you want, but it's up to you. Okay, also, yeah, more wolves. No, there's several ways of doing this. You can press circle to dodge away from them. or either hold the L2 and wait for this stunt to turn up, which is quite handy, with 10 XP right there. There's the other wolf's gone over here. She's gone underneath a bridge for whatever stupid reason, which is very occasionally happens. Ow. Yeah, they are quite deadly, these wolves. They are quite flicking deadly. Ow. But also, sometimes you're lucky to get the stunt like that, and sometimes you can't. There's another one. And push that triangle or Y immediately. Alright, there's 10 XP there as well. And also you can pick up your wolf meat. And that one's just giving me 20. And this one's giving me another 20. So that's quite nice. Alright. Also, you'll have some boxes like these, which is your salvage. That'll be spread all over the place for you to grab hold of. Which you can use your axe that you've got, even as a little knife. But also there was a 10 salvage. Now I'll explain to you in a little while about that soon. Also, you will find some deers around here that you can kill if you want. Now, as that one's buggered off, what you might want to do is push. Well, you can't do nothing really, because the time when I fired that arrow, there's only a matter of time before it springs away. Alright, now what you can do is basically keep your ears open to know which deer or whatever animal you've killed. Alright, but basically you want to hear the deer, because they make more sounds than anything else. Alright, but he could be bloody anywhere. Right, also there's a salvage crate right here. They just give me another 10, even though I should have read that first with the other one. So grab those two, we'll give you two 10s. Also, there's
Who are they worshipping?
a document right down there, which is a book you can grab hold of.
Whitman is such a drama queen. I can't believe that.
Now, also, what you can do is press the triangle button to stop them people talking, so you can read it yourself if you want, or either you could just press the circle or B to stop them talking completely and just move on. Alright, if you want. And also got 25 XP right there for that one. Right there. Also this one is another skull. So there's your second one. For another 25 XP I think it was. As far as I can remember. Also, there's another netty tied up thing right there, which is where you can grab some more light with this little thing that's dangling down with your stick, where you start off with on the first recording, so you can keep lighting that up. You don't have to keep finding another one of those. Right, hold the square in or X, so I can just burn this thing down, which is, like I said, with the salvage crates, you'll find them in there. And also there's another 20 salvage for that one. And also I can't seem to find that freaking deer either. He's freaking hiding. He's freaking hiding. Now the way I'm jumping is pressing the X button on my PS4. So that's how you do it. So you can press the A if you're on Xbox. Also there's another crate right here if you want it. And also you can come straight over it. And also I can hear a deer squawking somewhere. Also down right here on the floor on the screen where you can see a square button symbol waiting to be picked up, which is your GPS caches that you can grab hold of.
Some kind of container.
And that's given me 5 XP for that. So that's quite handy. So you'll find one of those 5 caches right there. GPS's. Where is that bloody deer? I can hear him squawking. So when you go for a deer, you've got to try and keep your ears peeled. But I'm not sure if I can be able to find him. But also, if you can't find things, use that skill point I used by pushing the L1. Now the things will go yellow. So you can find it. There he is. That's where the little devil is. That's where the devil was. And there's the other deer, look. He runs away, walks away. So use that skill point to allow you to find it easier. Alright. I want to try and find that deer so I can grab whatever I can grab hold of. There he is. He's right there. And another freaking wolf. There's loads of these. Now the XP I've got for that deer was 50. So the deers will allow you to give you 50. Alright. Also, there's a document right here if you want it.
Laura's having a crisis of...
And also I grabbed a 25 XP. And also the terrifying sound is buggered off. Yeah, you want that to bugger off so you can get your nerves down. Now in here is a tomb right there. Alright. Which we'll get to that soon. Also, what you want to do is hop down right here. And also, what you can do is fight them if you want, but I'm not going to do that because you want to go up here where you'll find another salvage crate right here if you want it. Just give me another 10, makes me go up to 50. You can hop straight on top of this thing. Alright, where you can just hop straight on top of it, where you'll find a map, which gives me 25 XP right there. And now that map, like I said with the maps, when you pick it up, you will now be able to find some things down here. Right, so one that is sitting right here, that's a GPS cache. And this one here, like a whiskey glass, that's your relics is. So every time when you pick a map up, it'll bring the items up onto your main map to find. But it's just in an area where you already are in, alright? So every time you're in a new area, with the map you pick up in this area, for example, if you pick it up from this map, the other maps of the new areas you'd be in won't allow you to find them. Alright, so as you see that some of these things, like this one here and this one right here, they're dark. Now that means when you pick them up, they will go dark. But when you pick up a map, they'll go grey to say, I'm right over here. Don't be silly, you're blind. You can't see a flicking thing. I'm over here. Don't be silly. Alright, so that's what they do. Okay. Right. Also, you can hop straight down it, where you'll find down it another skull right here to knock down. Even though I haven't got those freaking arrows. How typical. Where can I find some arrows before the wolves come back? Which is what I don't freaking want, but it is what it is. There's also some of those by the bridge. But when you hear that sound build up, you can easily terrify yourself. Here's the bridge. There you go. Grab those, and on the right hand side it will tell you how many you're picking up, which is giving me 5 and another 5 to make 10, which is roughly what I need. And here comes the flicking wolves again, trying to flicking eat me and terrify me, but done enough. L2 again, and push R2 to fire 1 arrow. Right, also there's 10 HP boosted up right there. I know you're there, wolf. Ow. Shit. But also, you can press the circle to dodge around and around. And eventually one will bugger off. Eventually. Also, there's another 1 skull there. Ow. For your next one, which will be your 4th one. Ow. Sod off. But also what you can do is keep running away. So the terrifying sound will bugger off. Also, another skull will be down here. Underneath this bridge. Alright, so there's 5. Ow! How about a kick in the face? How about a kick in the arse, say. Now, the way to kick them, with Lara's knees bashing around, you can press the triangle or the Y, whichever console you're using, for you to do that. So you can do that if you want, or you can just keep flicking running away. But like I say, it's up to you. Trying to find something, I'm trying to find something. That's around here somewhere. I know what I'm after, and the sound's buggered off. There you go. But yeah, when you hear that sound, it can always terrify you, but I've done it loads of times and you should be brave enough. But we'll see. Okay, right. Also, there's another crate right there if you want it. Now, the thing I'm trying to grab hold of, which is bloody hiding somewhere, but I found it. Which I've just got myself in the right place, which is up this thing somehow, which is just up here. Now then, up it is another GPS cache right there.
Numbers.
Give me another 5
Some kind of coordinates.
XP right there.
Did someone want these to be found?
Right, also, next of all, you'll find Whitman right by that door, right there.
These are fascinating.
I've seen these before. They must be ritualistic.
This female image is particularly interesting.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
By those islanders, no doubt. Judging by the wrecks out there, they were once like us. Survivors. Remarkable.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers too.
See if you can work the other one.
The hand was missing.
Together.
Oh, shit. It won't take the 4th. I'll have to find something sturdier to turn it with.
Yeah,
Must be
best to
something
do,
around here
Laura,
we
isn't
can
it? It's the best idea for that.
Incredible.
Just trust me.
Let's see if I can fix
There's
it.
also 100 XP right there. And also, I was going to say that see Laura use that bloody stick of a knife. That's going to flicking break, innit? It's obvious. What do you reckon? Will it break? Of course it is. Hear it clicking, all sorts of sounds. It's made out of wood, isn't it? It's something stronger than wood. Trust me, because wood's easy to break. Like if you had both hands around one part of it and push your force towards your leg, it'll flicking snap off. Even though it won't break your legs, but It'll break the wood. Right. Also, there's a barrel right here with something burning inside there. But don't worry about that. Because also, you'll find a document right here, which is a book again, as I said, with 25 XP right there. So that's that. Now then, your final camp is right here. Also, there's a deer there, but I'm going to leave him. Screw him. Right. Now,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is
This
get...
is Lara,
Oh, I can't.
an archaeologist from the Endurance,
Right.
shipwrecked on an island
Once
in the
Lara's
Dragon's
done her
Island,
talking,
east of Japan.
This place is incredible. I've seen wrecks here that could date back centuries. We weren't the first, and I know
just
we'll
give
have to
us a minute or two.
Something isn't right about this place. If I don't get off this island, maybe someone will eventually find us.
Right then. Okay. So, Lara's finished talking. And look at the axe. Stick of wood. It's not very good, is it? That's not going to last long, is it? To try and turn the cogs around, which is what that door's doing. It's shut, which is what you need to do. Alright, so first of all, as you can see on the right hand side, there's a colour on the right side of the screen, which will show you to say you've got enough of your salvage, which is basically to do with your weapons. Alright, so that's what that's for, which is going to allow you to take 50 off to fix the axe. Even though it's not a proper axe, it's more like just a flicking knife to me. So yeah, your salvage is basically to do with your weapons. Okay, but this one, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it will say 0 out of 1 complete. So the axe of this thing only needs just the 1. So once you've done this by pressing the X, alright, it will be fixed into this instead. But I don't think it made any difference from what it looks like. So now you haven't got no salvage whatsoever. Alright, now you can press the circle or B to come straight out. Now, when you're in this kind of camp, right down where Lara is, you'll find only 2 things on the list, which is your skill points and your salvage. Alright, so let me go to skills again and go towards this thing. Now, that one allows you to grab some more salvage. No, yes, sorry, overthinking it. Now, with this one, it allows you to grab some more salvage with the silver boxes that I showed you, that I tried to get Lara to rip open. So you can grab more salvage by opening that box if you select this one, even though I can't because I haven't got no skill points added yet. So you can grab some more salvage by pushing this one with your A or X if you've got enough skill points to allow you to grab some more salvage, basically. Alright, so that's what this one does with when I was saying about the salvage and about the salvage that you can just use them on your weapons. Alright, so exactly the same with this one, but you'll grab salvage from animals. Alright, but also when I'm killing animals, I'll be able to grab the salvage from them. But you can grab the salvage by selecting this one if you're a first time player. So you want to select this one to grab some salvage from animals. As I've done it a fair load of times, I should be able to grab hold of it, but it's not doing that. Okay, so your skill points are basically for that. Alright, right, now there's also 100 XP boosted up straight away, which is quite nice. Also, like I said, with these are the lockers that I was on about. with your big salvage thing that I showed you on my camp. So now if you select this one, you can use your axe now that you've used your salvage. I was showing you how that works, okay? So they're actually fixed with your 50 salvage you spent. You can now open this, or any of them that's around the place. And if you select it, it will give you 50 or a different certain number for that. Alright, so as you saw me grab 50 out of that one. If you select it, your skill point to go on this one, you're grabbing a lot more. Alright, so basically the same thing with the animals. Alright, so now we are going to leave it right here. And so next time, oh, just give us a sec. There we go. So the next time we will be doing some more Tomb Raider 2013, and hope this all helps with a couple of things that's been done. And I shall catch you on the next one. Take care.